I am playing Nancy Drew, creature of Kapu Cave. Nancy Drew games are a series created by Her Interactive, and it's a really fun series. I love this series, and this is game number 15 in the series. I've played all of them. I'm recording game 15 because, as someone who has OCD, I like to play them in order, and the last game I played was number 14, so I figured
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
I think this is like the first or second game that used this opening screen mechanic. They change their opening screen mechanics several times throughout the series, actually. I don't even remember what I was saying. So, let's dig into the case file here. Travel to Hawaii and spend 3 weeks working for Dr. Quigley Kim, an entomologist who needs someone to help her do field work on the Big Island. One of Dad's friends saw the Wana ad as she ran in his alumni newsletter and thought of me. How sweet, because every time there's an internship, Nancy Drew takes it. I won't get paid, naturally, and I'm not exactly sure what someone who studies insects means by field work, but I do get a free plane ticket and I'll be working outdoors in one of the most beautiful places in the world. You know, with bugs. The only thing that kind of worries me is that instead of meeting me at the airport, Dr. Kim wants me to take a bus to this little town on the southern coast of the Big Island. I'm supposed to pick up the keys to the vehicle she'll leave for me there from someone named Big Island Mike at Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursion Center, which means I'll have to drive to her field camp, which is deep in the rainforest by myself. But it's not like I'm going anywhere dangerous. I'll be in a tropical paradise. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words that I think Nancy Drew has used way more times than she can count. Ultimately, this is not one of the greatest Nancy Drew games. I'm gonna start out by saying that. It's better than some of them. Definitely better than some of them. But it's not the greatest. But I have fun. All of them, for the most part. Yes, I would like to start the game. I'm gonna go Junior, because it'll be faster. Maybe it's a werewolf. Maybe the creature is a werewolf. Because it's a creature of Kapu. Also, I've played this game several times. It's not a werewolf. Spoiler alert, it's not a werewolf. That box had it coming. Interesting. We'll want to remember that. That was exciting. Alright, sound of the bus driving up. Welcome to Big Mike's Island Immersion Excursion. I am excited to be here. Sign up for the immersion excursion and experience Big Island Mike's unique tried and traded system for learning and catching the most skills of ancient Hawaiians. It's pretty cool. And here's Big Island Mike, who, by the way, has a ponytail. I did not notice that like the first 5 times I played this game and was shocked when I first saw it.
Just off the bus, huh? If you're looking for a real deal Hawaiian vacation, you got off at the right spot.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody named Big Island Mike.
That's me. You by yourself?
Not really. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, just in case whoever told you about this place didn't give you the lowdown, here it is. You sign up with Big Island Mike, you'll live like a real Hawaiian. Work like they work, play like they play. No tourist stuff. From me, you get authentic.
You know, one thing that's interesting is usually with my OCD, I have a pattern of what options I choose when I play these Nancy Drew games. And this time I'm just kind of going how I feel, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how well that goes.
So you're kind of a travel agent?
See, I'm like a tailor. Only I don't make clothes, I make vacations. Real, honest-to-goodness Hawaiian vacations. Custom-made to fit just you and you alone. You like the beach? I'll get you to the beach, but I'll also keep you busy. Busy doing things real Hawaiians have done for 1,000 years. And you'll have a good time doing it, I'll make sure. In fact, I've got a couple of guys staying here about your age.
Oh, really?
They're from the mainland, too. I got those boys surfing, shelling, fishing, snorkeling, everything. You sign up, you'll do everything, too. Maybe even at the same time as them, huh?
Ooh, that sounds interesting, but, you know, I got a job to do.
Sounds interesting, but I'm just here to pick up some car keys.
Oh, you're the wahine who's going to be working up there in the rainforest with Dr. Kim studying bugs. You're going to have to pick them up and put them in jars and stuff.
I don't think Dr. Kim will make me do anything too gross. Do you?
Better to be working for Dr. Kim than up at the Hili Hili. That doctor there, he makes people mess with stuff way worse than bugs.
What's the Hili?
What's the Hili Hili?
The Hili Hili Research Center. Everything up there's a big mystery. People who work at Hili Hili, they never stay long. And when they leave, they don't talk.
As Nancy Drew, I'm a fan of mysteries.
Be that as it may, I'm supposed to get a key from you?
Dr. Kim arranged for you to use one of my rigs. Got the key right here, but you know what? I'm not gonna give it to you.
Excuse me? You're not going to give... Excuse me? How
I don't think
rude.
Dr. Kim's gonna like that.
A Big Island Mike immersion excursion beats chasing bugs around the jungle any day. And to prove it, I'm not gonna give you the key until you go to the beach, collect some shells, and make a necklace for me.
Excuse
You can put the
me?
shells you find in here. Make me an aloha necklace. There's a picture of it over at the necklace-making table.
He's keeping me from my job. I mean, given it's an unpaid internship.
But
he's
I really think I should go meet Dr. Kim like I'm supposed to.
You make the necklace, I give you the key. Only you know what? You're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna walk on the beach, look for shells, sit and string
That
them. You're
doesn't
gonna
matter. I
get
have a
so
job.
relaxed, you're gonna come back in here and say, "You were right, Big Island Mike. Forget the bug doctor. Sign me up." You'll see.
The whites of his eyes was freaky. Maybe that's more threatening than I initially thought. Alright, so this looks cool.
Looks like you need some kind of special money for this. I barely have any real money.
That feels like a running joke throughout the franchise. Nancy never brings money with her. Like, ever. She's always going places, but she's not bringing money. Oh, what's this? Sudden unexplained die-off has, my recording thing is blocking it, so I can't read the rest of it. An unidentified pest is causing severe damage to local pineapple crops. According to a spokesperson at the University Extension Service, growers from all around the Big Island, but especially in the Hili Hili River Valley, have reported that the pineapple plants in all stages of maturation are simply wilting and dying despite the absence of any readily observable pest. The phenomenon was first reported less than 2 weeks ago. The spokesperson said that the Extension Service is moving as quickly as possible to collect, process, and analyze samples from infected plants in hopes of pinpointing the cause. We could be dealing with a brand new plant virus, the spokesperson said, but it's more likely that an insect, albeit a semi-microscopic one, is the culprit. Although growing pineapples for export is no longer economically feasible due to the ever-escalating value of land throughout the Hawaiian Islands, local demand for pineapples is stronger than ever. But unless the mysterious pest currently afflicting their fields is identified and brought under control soon, growers fear that this season's pineapple will be at total loss. Mystery infestation jeopardizes pineapple crop. False alarm threatens Healy's secrecy. Ooh. Police response to possible break-in is stymied. I'll have to look that up. I feel like I know what it means, but I feel like I don't know what stymied means at the same time. Early Tuesday morning, police units dispatched to the Healy Research Center in response to an automatic alarm were refused entry by guards at its main entrance. After checking the guards' identification, police officers left without entering the compound. Late Tuesday morning, a spokesman for the Healy issued a statement confirming that at 2:19 a.m., an alarm signaling a security breach at the center had been triggered. Healy personnel quickly searched the premises, but found no sign of burglary or vandalism, and later determined that a short in the security system had resulted in a false alarm. The director of the center, Dr. Malachi Craven, refused to comment on the incident. The state-of-the-art facility built 7 years ago on land donated to the Healy Foundation is licensed to conduct privately funded horticultural and biochemical research. It is not required to disclose the precise nature of its research, and access to the facility is extremely limited. According to police, by Tuesday evening, the relay between police headquarters and the Healy security system had been disconnected. That's interesting. I had never looked at this newspaper before. That is my first time seeing that newspaper in the city, so... See, that's always what's so cool about these shootings to me. There's always something...
Big Island Mike told me to make an aloha necklace.
Right.
Ah, here we go. So what shells do I need?
So, it looks like I need 6 of these, 6 of these, and 1 of these. And I already have 4, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Let's see what I can do here. Down to the beach. The beach is lovely, I'm sure. Oh, there are 2
Hello?
guys there.
So, did you arrive okay?
Ned, hi! Oh, perfect timing. I just got here. In fact, I'm on the beach.
The bug doctor's on the beach?
No, I have to collect shells and make a necklace before I can get the keys she's left for me. It's a long story.
Those guys
Well,
are
I wish
so
I could be
nice.
there with you, believe me. It's done nothing but rain non-stop since I dropped you off at the airport. The sky's just this constant shade of gray. It'd be depressing even with you here. But with you not here, it's...
Oh my gosh! You're not gonna believe this, but Frank and Joe Hardy are here.
What? Are you sure?
Just a
Positive.
long time
Hey,
ago.
listen, I'll call you later, okay?
But...
Bye.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
I just got here. I'm going to be helping this entomologist Dad heard about do field work for the next 2 weeks. What are you guys doing here?
We got here yesterday.
Believe it or not, we're on assignment.
Joe, keep it down.
Richard Akins, the CEO of Akins Biotech, he hired us to do kind of a background check on Pua Mapu and her father, Mike Mapu. She's an up-and-coming world-class surfer. He runs a local business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions.
No kidding. I'm supposed to pick up a car at Big Island Mike's. What does this Akins guy need a background check for?
He's thinking about using Pua in the ad campaign for one of his products. He wants to make sure there aren't any skeletons in either of the Mapu's closets before he makes her an offer.
Since she teaches surfing for her dad, we signed up for one of his immersion excursions so we could get to know her and make sure she's as squeaky clean as she seems.
Akins figured someone who was closer to her own age could find out a lot more than some private investigator.
So you were basically hired to vacation in Hawaii and learn how to surf. Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be doing some hardcore snooping, too.
Yeah, Akins wants us to make sure Mapu's business is also squeaky clean. But the guy never leaves his office, which so far has made rummaging through his paperwork impossible.
So you're doing field work for an entomologist?
Yep, just me and Dr. Kim and a couple thousand of her closest insect-type friends out there in the jungle.
Well, watch out for Kane Okala.
Aw, Joe.
Watch out for who?
Kane Okala. That's Hawaiian for rough-skinned man.
He's this legendary guy who got half burned up in a volcano a millennium or 2 ago, and now whenever something really bad happens on the island, people start saying they've seen him in the jungle. He doesn't like people messing with his island, see, so he goes on these rampages. Apparently, his temper is as nasty as his complexion.
And there have been a lot of sightings lately, probably because of the pineapples.
What's wrong with the pineapples?
Nancy,
The
just
pineapples
read
have been
an
growing so poorly on this part of the island that people say there may not even be a local crop this year. But nobody can say why. Although I'm willing to bet this Kane Okala guy could.
Joe.
If he really existed, which of course he does not. Happy, Frank?
Well, I better get going. Good luck, you guys. I have my cell phone, so keep in touch.
You too. In fact, if there's anything you need out there,
Food, toiletries, monster repellent.
call us anytime, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you, Nance.